Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to welcome you again to the closing ceremony of the International Conference on Digital Transformation in Business and Organization 2026. This conference has been proudly organized by the Master of Business Administration Program, School of Postgraduate Studies Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, co-hosted by Telkom Indonesia and Telkom Corporate University, and sponsored by Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education Agency, Icdtbo. As we gather once again at the end of this remarkable academic journey, we take a moment not only conclude a conference, but also to celebrate knowledge, ideas, collaboration, and friendships that have been flourished over the past few days. Guided by this year's theme, Driving Sustainability Growth Through Digital Innovation, Indonesia and Global Perspective, Icdtbo 2026 has provided a vibrant platform where scholars, researchers, practitioners, and all the students from different backgrounds and countries have come together to exchange ideas, present innovative research, and engage in a meaningful discussion on the future of digital transformation. Throughout this conference, we have witnessed inspiring keynote speakers, insightful paper presentation and discussion, and also a valuable networking opportunities that reflect the true spirits of academic collaboration. On behalf of our organizing committee, we extend our deepest appreciation to every keynote speakers, presenters, reviewer, moderators, our co-host, committee member, and also our sponsor and participant whose dedication and enthusiasm have contributed to the success of Icdtbo 2026. Your presence has transformed this conference into more than an academic event. It has become a platform for building partnership, inspiring new ideas, and shaping a more sustainable future through digital innovation. Today's ceremony is dedicated to recognizing those outstanding contributions while celebrating the successful completion of Icdtbo 2026. Let us begin our closing ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, to deliver the closing remarks and officially conclude the International Conference on Digital Transformation in Business and Organization 2026, it is my great honor to invite the Chair of the Icdtbo 2026 Organizing Committee, Dr. Tutik Inayati MSM. To Dr. Tutik, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Ratna. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And warm greetings for all. Distinguished guests, esteemed keynote speakers, colleagues, and fellow participants, as we draw Icdtbo 2026 to a close, I stand before you with a deep sense of scholarly fulfillment and institutional pride. On Thursday, the 25th of June, 2026 in School of Postgraduate Studies Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, we have collectively advanced a conversation that the global business and organizational landscape urgently needs: how digital transformation can be harnessed not merely for growth, but for sustainable growth, one that is inclusive, responsible, and contextually grounded in both Indonesian and global realities. This conference was formally set in motion by Professor Dr. Vanessa Gafar, SA MBA, Vice Rector of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, whose opening address established both the institutional commitment and the intellectual seriousness in which UPI approaches the challenge of digital transformation. Her presence at the opening was a signal to our participants, our international partners, and the wider academic community that this is a conversation our institution takes with the gravity it deserves. From that foundation, our keynote program delivered two substantive scholarly provocations. Dr. Zalena Muhammad of Taylor's University, Malaysia, interrogated the emerging terrain of digital entrepreneurship in the age of AI, a topic that sits at a genuinely unsettled frontier where entrepreneurial theory has yet to fully account for the speed, scale, and unpredictability that AI-driven environments introduce. Her address invited us to reconsider not only how ventures are formed and scaled, but what entrepreneurial agency itself means when artificial intelligence becomes a co-actor in value creation. Also, Nozalila Jamaluddin PhD of University Utara Malaysia then reoriented our gaze with equal force, presenting on digital transformation with purpose, leveraging information systems for sustainable growth and societal impact. Her address was a timely corrective to purely efficiency-driven narratives of digitalization, foregrounding instead the normative question of for whom transformation is designed and toward what ends information systems are deployed. Taken together, these two keynotes bracketed our day's work with precisely the kind of intellectual tension that productive research communities need between opportunity and responsibility, between innovation and purposefulness. Across our 6 paper tracks, digital transformation strategy and leadership, digital innovation in business models and operations, sustainability and technology in organizations, emerging technologies in business contexts, digital transformation in specific sectors, and the human and social dimensions of digital change. We have witnessed scholarship that took both keynote provocations seriously. Authors did not merely describe digital phenomena, they interrogated consequences, contested assumptions, and proposed frameworks grounded in empirical and contextual rigor. That is the standard this conference set, and by and large, our presenters met it. A conference of this caliber does not materialize through ideas alone. On behalf of the entire organizing committee, I wish to express our sincere gratitude to our sponsor, LPDP, Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education Agency, whose commitment to advancing Indonesian scholarly capacity made this event possible. To our co-hosts, Telkom Indonesia and Telkom Corporate University, your partnership embodies exactly the kind of academia-industry collaboration that our theme demands, and we are honored by your sustained engagement. I also acknowledge the scientific and editorial committees whose work, largely invisible to this audience, but indispensable to the quality you experience today, ensured that the scholarship presented here met the standards expected of international academic course. The theme of this conference, Driving Sustainable Growth Through Digital Innovation in Indonesian and Global Perspectives, does not exhaust itself in a single event. If anything, today's papers and discussions have surfaced many open questions as they have resolved. The intersections of digital transformation with organizational governance, AI ethics, workforce reconfiguration, information equity, and sectoral inclusivity remain fertile and underexplored terrain. I encourage every participant to carry today's conversations back to your institutions and research agendas and to treat Icdtbo 2026 not as a conclusion, but as a reference point for the work that still lies ahead. We look forward to the ideas seated here today maturing into publications, cross-institutional collaborations, and policy contributions that advance both the discipline and the societies it serves. To every presenter, reviewer, panelist, committee member, sponsor, and participant, thank you for your scholarship, your engagement, and your commitment to knowledge that matters. Icdtbo is now officially closed. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tutik Inayati, for your inspiring remarks and for your remarkable leadership in bringing Icdtbo 2026 to a successful conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, every conference leaves behind valuable memories, but it also celebrates excellence. Through Icdtbo 2026, our presenters have demonstrated exceptional academic quality, innovative thinking, and inspiring presentation skill. Selecting the awards has been versatilely challenging task, as every participant made a meaningful contribution to the conference. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. It is time to recognize the outstanding achievements of our participants and presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to announce awards of the Icdtbo 2026 Excellent Awards. There's two awards that will be announced, Best Paper Award and Best Presenter Award. Best Paper Award is to recognize outstanding research that demonstrate originality, academic rigor, and significant contribution. And also the Best Presenter Award is presented to a participant who demonstrate a good presentation skill, clear communication, and meaningful engagement throughout the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's watch together the Best Presenter and the Best Paper Award in Icdtbo 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving another warm round of applause to all of our award recipients for their outstanding achievements. We also extend our sincere appreciation to every presenter who have shared their valuable research and contributed to the success of Icdtbo 2026. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as today's ceremony comes to an end, so too does the International Conference on Digital Transformation in Business and Organization 2026. Although this conference is officially concluding, we believe that the conversation we have shared, the collaboration we have built, and the friendship we have formed will continue well beyond these past few days. May the ideas exchanged during Icdtbo 2026 inspire future research, strengthen international partnership, and encourage innovative solutions for a more sustainable world. Once again, thank you so much to our keynote speakers, to our presenters, participants, reviewers, moderators, our co-hosts from Telkom Indonesia and Telkom Corporate University, and for our sponsored Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education Agency (Icdtbo), and for every member of the organizing committee for making Icdtbo 2026 a truly memorable and successful conference. On behalf of organizing committee, I'm Ratu Lendari, your master of ceremony. It has been a great privilege and pleasure accompanying you throughout this conference. We sincerely hope to welcome you again at the next International Conference on Digital Transformation in Business and Organizations. Until then, continue exploring, continue collaborating, and continue driving innovation for a better and more sustainable future. Thank you so much, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.